So we're going to talk a little bit about the properties of circles, particularly parts of circles. And we're going to start off with identifying radii. Okay, radii is essentially any line segment that extends from one part of the outside of a circle. So for example, starting with A, and then into the very middle of the circle. You might be familiar with the term radius. Well, radii is just a plural form. So here we've identified one radius or one radii, and that would be line AP. We can continue on. You can see BP is a radii. That's line BP. And also you can find CP as well, or PC, you can call that. Also, take a look at PD as a radii as well. And that's PD. So all of these segments are radii, again, because they touch the outside of the circle, right, and then extend all the way in through to the exact middle of the circle. So that's radii. So let's talk about chords. This is the next part of a circle that we need to learn about how to identify. So chords essentially go from one part of a circle to another part of the circle. So for example, AD is a chord, all right, again, because it touches one side of the circle and ends up touching the other side of a circle. So you can call AD a chord, okay. Also, you could call CD, that is a chord. Okay. Any others? Let's take a look. Right here, you have A, B. Okay, much shorter distance, but still, it touches one part of the circle and then moves to another part of the circle. So AB is also a chord. Okay, which means that BC is a chord as well. BC. Okay. And finally, a very special chord, okay, which we're going to talk about. This is a chord, and it's also the diameter. You have DB, and it's because it goes all the way across the middle of the circle to the other side. That's why it's also called diameter. So that's DB is also the diameter of the circle, but it's actually also considered a chord because it does go from one side of the circle to the other. Okay, so that is a little bit about radii, chords, and diameter, all parts of a circle you should be familiar with.